Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Parker, I cover trans news. So we have some terrible news today. I'm going to go through this article from the Associated Press and then we can talk about it. It says, Supreme Court lets Trump block transgender and non-binary people from choosing passport sex markers. Bad news. So the Supreme Court on Thursday allowed President Donald Trump's administration to enforce a policy blocking transgender and non-binary people from choosing passport sex markers that align with their gender identity. And I'm going to get into later on why this is dangerous. The decision is Trump's latest win on the court's emergency docket and allows the administration to enforce the policy while a lawsuit over it plays out. It halts a lower court order requiring the government to keep letting people choose male, female, or X on their passport to correspond with their gender identity on new or renewed passports. The court's 3 liberal justices dissented. The High Court has sided with the government, with the MAGA cult, in nearly 24 short-term orders on a range of policies since the start of Trump's second term, including another case barring trans people from serving in the military. The court's 3 liberal justices agreed, saying in a dissent that those passports make transgender people vulnerable to increased violence, harassment, and discrimination. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson said, this court has once again paved the way for the immediate infliction of injury without adequate justification, saying the policy stemmed directly from Trump's executive order that described transgender identity as false and corrosive. Complete lies, by the way. Transgender and non-binary people who sued over the policy have reported being sexually assaulted, strip-searched, and accused of presenting fake documents. So people are accusing them of their documents being fake at the airport security checks. So it is not safe for trans people to travel when their identifications don't match or are not updated. Which is where Trump has forced many trans Americans to be right now. We are stuck in a limbo with our documents because of this. And for me personally, that's exactly why I'm not traveling. I can't update my passport, so my documents don't match. And on top of that, going through security was already terrifying as a trans person. I've had several scary experiences at the airport myself. All right, sorry, dog's barking. So about 1 in 125 adults identify as trans in the US. So if all of those people can't travel, we're hurting our own economy through these dumb decisions. Airlines, hotels, local businesses, etc. are all losing money from trans people not being able to travel. And due to our allyships being destroyed by Donald Trump, other countries have already reduced their travel to the US. So this has all had a domino effect on our economy. This is very anti-American. He's hurting us, Americans. Not to mention, this is discrimination. And let's talk about why they discriminate against trans people. So the MAGA base was chosen by Donald Trump and Republicans because of their lack of education. So these are people who are uneducated and easy to manipulate. That is why they chose these people as their base. The MAGA base in red states are the most poorly educated and more likely to be involved in Christian extremism. And Christian extremism, Christian nationalism, denies science, research, and facts. And it promotes discrimination and violence towards trans people. So they're using trans people as a cultural argument to attract hateful Christian extremists. These Christian extremists are also, many of them, white supremacists. These two things go hand in hand. Statistically, these are the people who are committing our mass shootings. White, cisgender, Christian extremism men, many of whom are white supremacists. So Republicans continue to lie and project and say that people on the left are committing these heinous crimes when we are the ones fighting for common sense gun laws and better education to prevent exactly what is happening right now. Because when you combine gun culture with a hateful Christian rhetoric and a lack of education, we get mass shootings almost every single day in the US. And I am so fucking sick of Republicans sitting by and letting children die in school because they refuse to do anything about gun violence. That is exactly what the left has been trying to prevent for decades. So remember the facts in all of this, because there's a lot of misinformation going out about trans people, about shootings, about many, many things. So anyway, I'll be back soon. Thank you for listening. Please like this video, share this video, leave a comment, and I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.